What do you think of UMobile as a telco?
I think it's one of the best, I feel.
It's quite worth it for its price.
The pricing is quite good.
UMobile is pretty good to use.
The internet package is pretty cheap.
I feel that they were bad last time because their coverage wasn't that good, but they've been improving a lot, and looking at the plans, it's come a long way.
They have great data plans.
Yeah, I think they are good.
Well, what about coverage in general?
Now living in KL is okay, everywhere is fine. But when I go back to hometown, then at that place you only get nothing. You get nothing.
The coverage is not very good.
Just the service sometimes in certain areas it's not, it's not as strong as good.
The connections in some place are slow.
When I was using UMobile, the coverage was pretty bad.
The coverage is kind of
Although a lot of people seem pretty happy with UMobile in general, many still feel that the telco's coverage isn't that good, especially in the suburban and rural areas. But here's the thing, UMobile tells us that they've actually improved their coverage in those areas, especially down south. In fact, they're so confident that they've challenged us to prove it. Okay, UMobile, challenge accepted. We'll test your network down south. In fact, we'll test it all the way to the southernmost tip of the Asian continent. It's time for a road trip. But before we could begin our journey, we needed to get ourselves a couple of SIM cards.
Okay, let's go. Buy SIM card.
Can I sign up for 2 UMobile SIM cards? Alright, so we've got our 2 SIM cards. Now we're off. We're ready for our road trip. We're off to the first stop, Seremban. According to our Seremban native, there is a famous chendol and rojak place that he said we had to stop by if we were going to be in the town. So we figured that it would also be a great place to do some network tests. Once we've completed our tests and had our fill of chendol, it was time to head onto our next location. While researching this trip, we found out that there was a special place in Felda Palong 8 where the borders of 3 different states met at a single point. It was simply called the Sempadan Tiga Negeri, and we figured that it would be a great rural area to test UMobile's network. But the problem was it was a little challenging to get to for us city folk, which is why we brought a guide. So small problem, we lost our guide. He was literally just here. So the good news is we found our guide, and we found it, we're here! That's it, Sempadan Tiga Negeri. It's that little post here. And you know what this kind of environment is perfect for? Some Netflix. Oh, it's a spider. Once we were tired of being attacked by bugs, it was time to head to our first overnight stop, Malacca. Alright, after 7 hours in our car, we've finally arrived at our Airbnb, Lorong 1 in Malacca. So let's go check it out. Alright, this place looks pretty good. Can't wait to just unpack and unwind. It's been a long day of testing, but testing resumes tomorrow, so I'll see you then. It was time to put on our tourist hats and do some network testing in Malacca. And what better place to do it than in the Dutch Square, where many would want good coverage to share their Instagrammable moments. Soon though, it was time to continue our journey into Johor, but before we left, we needed a refreshing drink to power us through. The obvious choice was Klebang's coconut shake. Next stop, Johor. As we entered Yongpeng, we thought we'd stop by at one of the town's iconic monuments, the Fortune Dragon, which is the largest and longest dragon tunnel in the world. Again, being a popular tourist destination, you probably need a good connection. Detour over, we pushed on into Skudai and then Danga Bay, where we would be staying the night. This is it, the final leg of our epic journey. We've already been on the road for 2 days and traveled over 500 kilometers, but we still had roughly 70 km left to go to reach our destination. After a little over an hour, we finally arrived.
We made it! This is it. This is the end. This is the southernmost tip of the Asian continent, the southernmost tip of Malaysia. And we're here. We're right here.
And although it was really awesome to finally reach our destination, it was also a bittersweet moment. We saw so much of Malaysia that we probably wouldn't have seen otherwise, and we were so impressed with what our country had to offer. We were also very impressed with how well the U-Mobile network held up through our journey. We ran several tests, from content streaming, gaming, and social media updates to the good old-fashioned speed tests, and the results were pretty solid. At almost every location, we got average download and upload speeds of over 10 megabits per second, but the thing is, speed tests only tell one part of the story. The thing that we were most impressed with was how reliable and stable the U-Mobile network was. Our journey from KL to Tanjung Piai and back covered over 1,000 kilometers with over 25 hours of driving time. Throughout the journey, we streamed 3 full seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Netflix, and it was an awesome experience. The stream ran without a hitch for virtually the entirety of our long road trip. For us, that paints a far more practical picture of how robust the network is than a speed test does, because it more accurately reflects how someone would actually use the mobile network. Despite the public's skepticism about U-Mobile's network coverage in the past, it definitely seems like they've put in the work to improve it. But you don't have to take our word for it. With the new and improved 4G network by U-Mobile, they are offering you a chance to UCubaTry U-Mobile's network for 7 days with a money-back guarantee. You can also get Apple and Android devices from as low as 99 cents. To learn more about UCubaTry, head to the link in the video description.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any of our future uploads. You can also like us on Facebook and keep your browser locked to searchinchow.com for everything that matters in tech. In the meantime, you can check out our latest video over here, as well as a really cool video right here. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!